good afternoon to all of you. I stand before you today to seek your support for the proposed amendments to Republic Act number 7227, otherwise known as the Basis Conversion and Development Act of 1992. The BCDA has been mandated to transform former U.S. military bases into districts of growth that will promote economic and social development. For more than 30 years, they have been successfully transforming these former bases into effective and productive civilian utilities. They have also been an effective partner in our infrastructure development plans. Some of their major accomplishments include the Bonifacio Global District, McKinley Hill, Clark International Airport, Newport City, Subic Clark Tarlac Expressway, and New Clark City. Currently, they are working on transforming the Bonifacio Capital District, New Clark City Road Network, and the Luzon Bypass infrastructure. In addition to these huge infrastructure projects, the BCDA also has plans for the Clark International Airport expansion, Clark Central Business District, renewable energy facilities, and the Poro Point Seapoint modernization. Moreover, BCDA has been strengthening the armed forces while building these great cities and infrastructure. From May 1993 to March of 2024, 51.53 billion pesos went to the AFP modernization program, while 11.12 billion was for the replication of military facilities, totaling 62.64 billion pesos for the AFP share. In the same period, the gross disposition of proceeds generated a total of 141.31 billion pesos. BCDA has also been a ground for myriads of job opportunities. It has employed 400,000 across multiple sites and is expected to reach more than 1 million jobs upon BCDA's full development. Mr. President, as we recognize these accomplishments of BCDA over the years, we must fully support the amendments to the BCDA law to further strengthen its mandate and expand its reach. I hope that I can solicit the same support from our colleagues in this August chamber. After several consultative meetings, public hearings, and technical working group sessions, I am pleased to relay that the committee report on these amendments reflect the following salient features. First, another 50 years will be given to extend the corporate term of BCDA upon the expiration of its original term. Second, BCDA's current 100 billion pesos authorized capital will be increased to 200 billion pesos, which may be fully subscribed by the national government. Third, lands in selected economic and freeport zones will be declared alienable and disposable. These zones include the Clark Special Economic Zone, Poro Point Freeport Zone, Bataan Technology Park, and John Hay Special Economic Zone. Fourth, 5% of the previously mentioned ecozone shall be allocated for residential and residential mixed areas, and another 5% for institutional and industrial purposes, which must be consistent with the priority projects and plans of the government. The Board of Directors, through a majority vote, may also declare an additional area of not more than 5% as alienable and disposable. Lastly, the BCDA shall have the authority to sell portions of the above-mentioned ecozones after the Board of Directors approves a master development and strategic disposition plan. Proceeds of the sale shall be used to finance the development of infrastructure projects, while 25% of the net proceeds shall be remitted to the Bureau of Treasury to finance the AFP Pension Fund. These proposed amendments to the BCDA law provide policy stability and may increase investor confidence. Investors are more likely to commit to significant investments when they are assured that the regulatory and policy framework that they operate under will remain stable and supportive for the long term. Sa pamamagitan ng amendment na ito, madadagdagan ng kumpiyansa ng mga investors na pumasok sa long-term contracts with the BCDA. The extension of its term also bolsters BCDA to enforce existing contracts spanning decades and beyond its current corporate life, which is set to be terminated by 2042. It provides a clear signal to the private sector and international investors that BCDA will continue to be a dependable, long-term partner in enforcing contractual obligations. Further, the current capital of BCDA already exceeds its authorized capital. As of December 31, 2023, BCDA's authorized capital already exceeds 15 billion pesos from the equity received from the national government to fund the BCDA projects, as well as shares from the sale of lots in Metro Manila per Republic Act number 7917. The increase also considers the possible increase in the valuation of BCDA properties in the next few years. This proposed amendment also recognizes that the BCDA will be the one to fund its capital, and it does not require the national government to fully fund the 200 billion pesos proposed capital. Bukod, bukod sa development ng BCDA, kailangan din natin pagtuunan ng pansin ang maging epekto ng mga amendment na ito sa mga ordinaryong Pilipino. Ilang porsyento ng mga eco zone at free zone ang gagamitin para sa residential, institutional at industrial purposes na makakapagbigay ng maraming opportunities para sa mga workers, kasama ng